This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. First and foremost, I would like to say, Call out Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Bashim Kakudash, the one to the apostles and elders, great Nelson Ruel. Peace, blessings, salutations to the whole flick, to all your brothers out there pushing the word truth and sincerity. Shalom, tell your brothers stay strong, pushing the quick lesson that came into this article right here from RT News, and it says, with U.S. under attack in Iraq, Biden needs to question why America is there at all rather than fight fire with fire. Because I believe for the past couple of days now, out there in Iraq, shit is getting heated again, man. Them other people, they're being they're getting the other side that America's fighting is getting weapons from Iran. Okay, now Iran is stepping up in there and supplying the other side with fucking top-notch weapons. And you gotta remember, Iran gets their weapons mostly from Russia. So now the people, the armies from Iraq, or whatever they are, I don't know if they're terrorist organizations or whatever. So now them terrorist organizations, guess what? They're pretty much getting Russian weapons, which are top of the line, top-notch artillery. So now what's happening is the American bases are being bombed by those I believe terrorist organizations, man. And I believe they've already killed a couple. Okay, so this is about to heat up, man. Okay, this whole Iran, America, Russia, the shit that's been going on in the Middle East is just a prelude to what's about to happen. Okay, which is the World War III. Okay, but like it says right here, Creepy Joe, he should have been pulling the troops from out of there. You see, because that's what these politicians do, right? They'll promise throughout the whole campaign. They'll be promising a bunch of bullshit. We're gonna do this. We're gonna pull the troops out of the Middle East. And we're gonna be helping. We're gonna bringing aid to those people. Yada yada yada, right? But then when these devils step into office, it's the same old shit. It's the same fucking game these devils play. Whether it was who was that? George Bush. Whether it was Barack Obama, then Donald Trump, and now Creepy Joe. It's the same shit, man. It's the same players. These people, they play in the same team. Okay, even though one might be red, one might be blue, Democrat and Republican, guess what? They play for the same fucking boss. They play for the same coach. They're in the same team, man. Just because they call themselves something different from each other, these people believe in the same shit, which is the New World Order. And they're nothing but puppets set up by the elite of Esau to play the part. Like if they're trying to help people out, but then when they step in the offices, they're playing the same rules that the rest of the presidents before them played. So nothing's ever gonna change with the new president in office. Everything's gonna stay the same. Okay, just a bunch of devils running this place to the ground, running the planet to the ground, destroying every fucking thing, man. Okay, but let me continue on reading. It says, as anti-U.S. sentiment grows in Iraq and the country moves closer to Iran, you see, and that's the reason why the U.S. government moved into Iraq and they declared war on Iraq. First and foremost, of course, it was because of Saddam Hussein, right? But then they stayed up in there for I believe it was over a decade. I believe over 20 years, I believe they stayed in Iraq. And they're still here. They're still there to this day, fighting those people out there. Okay, but it was all for a reason. It was because the ultimate goal was to really, Iraq was, part of the plan to take it over and shit. But the main goal of these devils is Iran. Okay, these devils really want to take over Iran. They want that whole land for themselves. They want all the resources, the goods that come from that particular place of the world. Okay, because that's a very key spot. Okay, you could actually, Iran is next to, I believe, a Gulf. I forgot what the name of the Gulf is, but you could move boats in and out of there, man. And it's a very key part that Esau wants for themselves. Okay, but it says now would be a good time for Creepy Joe to reassess its presence there instead of targeting the Shiite militias, making life difficult for the Americans. It says Tuesday saw another rocket attack in Iraq against the U.S. military base. So, them people are like, man, fuck these dudes, man. You know. So they don't care, man. They're gonna now, you know, for these past couple months, all types of different American bases out there in the Middle East have been getting attacked. They've been getting bombed. It says a total of 10 rockets were launched at the Ain al-Assad facility where American and coalition forces are stationed. As in a previous attack at Erbil last month, one allied civilian contractor was killed. Okay, so now, you know, they're just going to let it all out, man. And remember, the Mossad created those people in the Middle East, which is, you know, the majority of them are Ishmaelites. He was created to be a wild man. You know, going back to the prophecy, right, of Ishmael. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find that particular scripture. Okay, there's Genesis chapter 16, verse 11. And it says, and the angel of Yahweh Shem Yahushua said unto her, behold, thou art with child, and thou shalt bear a son, and call his name Ishmael. And now the Ishmael, you know, he became the father of all the Ishmaelites, which is who? The so-called Arabs out there in the Middle East. So it says, because the Lord hath heard thy affliction, and he will be a wild man. Exactly. So Ishmael, he doesn't give a fuck who you are. It doesn't matter if you're American, if you're Russian. You got to remember, those people in the Middle East, they've been through war. They've been fighting damn near everybody. They've damn near fought every single nation, you know, on this planet. And every single country, they fought off the Russians. Now they're trying to fight off the Americans. So these people, they fought the two superpowers, and they still haven't been able to be taken down, man. So that shows you he's a wild man. Not only that, but this dude will literally strap bombs on himself, you know, on a suicide mission for what he believes in his, you know, deity, which is Allah. And he'll strap a bomb, he'll go and he'll fucking blow himself up in pieces, killing about, you know, another 100 people, man, around him. So he's a wild man. He doesn't care. He'll fight against anybody, man. It says his hand will be against every man. Exactly. Because this is these Ishmaelites out there in the Middle East. They'll fight anybody, anytime, anywhere. And it says, and every man's hand against him. Exactly, man. And right now in particular, it's of course Esau. Okay, and it says, and he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren. Okay, but going back to Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5, it says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Exactly, and that's the point. Because these devils, they'll go to these other countries not for vacation, not to go pay a visit, not to have a good time. You know, oh, you know, let me go out here to the Middle East to, you know, to relax and chill and have a good time. You know, visit all the you know, all the spiffy spots and shit. You know, let me go ahead and visit the clubs out there, the different restaurants that they might have out there, you know, 5-star restaurants. Fuck no. These Edomites, they go out to these different countries to declare war, to start killing, stealing, raping, murdering. You know, what else? Robbing. That's the only reason why Esau's traveling to another country. It ain't to go out on a vacation and shit. You know, Esau ain't going out, you know, out there for a vacation on any part of the world. He's going out there to take shit, to destroy. Okay, so right here, like it says, with U.S. under attack in Iraq, Biden needs to question why America is there at all rather than fight fire with fire. Okay, so these devils, they don't go to these different places of the planet to travel, to have a good time. They go out there to bring all hell. You know, kill civilians and shit like that. You know, but now what's happening is America's becoming weak now. Okay, because now these other countries that were once weak, they were once smaller than everybody else. They didn't really have no type of artillery behind them. They didn't really have no type of backing. Which now Russia really, Russia's backing the other side, man. Okay, a lot of these smaller countries that never had never had no backup of any kind. Guess what? Now they have, pretty much like a big brother. They have Russia to rely on, man. So now what's happening is Russia is giving these smaller nations weapons that America doesn't fuck with, right? And in turn, those smaller countries are giving good different goods and resources to Russia, oil. Okay, and that's the way they have business with each other, Russia and some of these Middle Eastern countries, man. So now these other nations, these smaller countries that once never had no type of weapons, and some of them actually have nuclear capabilities now. They have some nuclear arsenal on their side, thanks to Russia. Okay, and also Iran. Okay, Iran was once weak, but thanks to Russia, now they have artillery, they have fucking fighter jets. They have naval ships and shit like that because of Russia, because of the backing of Russia. So that's one example right there. And now they see America. Oh, America's weak now, man. Man, I have nuclear capabilities now. Guess what? Shit, I'm a, I don't care about America no more. That's the sentiment that them smaller nations feel. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and get them. So the once feared great superpower America, guess what? That's no more. That's out the window, man. These smaller nations, they don't respect you, they don't fear you no more. Okay, Isaiah 14 verse 10, and it says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Exactly. So these other countries, they don't fear America no more, like they once did. Because now they see that America is weak economically, is weak militarily, if that's even a word. Okay, when it comes to the military of the U.S., it's weak. If you notice, ain't nobody fucking signing up for the military, man, like they once did. Back in from the early 1900s to I'll say to the 1990s or something like that. That's when a lot of people, a lot of men joined the military, the U.S. military. But for the past 20, 30 years, ain't nobody fucking joining that shit. Because the men here in America are waking up to the bullshit. Okay, so now, the numbers of the U.S. military, guess what? They're dwindling. Okay. And the other side is gaining strength, is gaining weapons, nuclear capabilities. So it's not looking good for America, man. But going back to Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 6, it says, shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with their clay. Exactly. So now all these nations, they're taunting America. They're talking shit about America. But they're not afraid of America. Like I said, they don't respect it. And it says, woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his. Exactly. Because everything that America has is because it stole it. Even America right here, even in the soils that we're on right now, as what is now known as America, this shit was stolen from off our brothers, the tribe of Gad and Reuben, out there in the Florida, section of what is now known as Florida. Okay, so even in this case, this land was stolen too, and that's happening even to this very day. They're out, Esau's out and about, declaring war on different countries and stealing their shit, stealing their land, their goods, their resources. So it says, woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his, meaning destruction unto him. Pretty much stealing everything, man. How long? Unto him that laid themselves with their clay, which this their clay represents the debt that America's in, which I believe the debt of America is trillions upon trillions of dollars, man. Verse 7, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be booties unto them. Exactly. So now if you notice, they're rising up suddenly. These smaller nations that were once weak, they're rising up out of nowhere, man. You see, and this is all prophecy. Really, this is all, the doing of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This is all part of prophecy, man. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of man's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Exactly. So for all the fucked up shit that you did, you Edomites, guess what? He's gonna come back unto you. Okay, you devils, you Edomites thought you were gonna get away with everything you've done. Throughout your time in rulership, you devils thought you were gonna get away. Guess what? Everything is gonna come back to bite you in the ass. Okay, and that always happens, man. Everything always comes back to bite you in the ass, and that's something that they call karma. Okay. Yes, that's pretty much it. I'll just go ahead and end it there. But you see, look, these devils. The reason why they're out and about in different parts of the world is to steal shit, to destroy it, to declare war. Okay, so they can keep everything for themselves, and that's it. That's the bottom line. These devils their agenda is global domination. Okay, world domination. They want everything to be for themselves. They want to get rid of our people first and foremost, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, the true Hebrew Israelites. But they also want to get rid of. They want to get rid of everybody else. They want to get rid of the other nations too. Okay, what these devils want, they want a world of only Edomites, where only Edomites can live. Okay, so what this devil's dream is to have Edomites in the Middle East, Edomites in Africa, of course Edomites in Russia, in Europe, North, Central, and South America. That's Esau's dream. That's Esau's paradise, to have nothing but Edomites everywhere, and everybody else is killed off, beginning with our people, and then the mother nations. So the Esau, that's what his new world order is about too. Okay, he wants world domination, global domination of only one people, in this planet, and to have it just to have a bunch of Edomites. But anyways, with that, I'm going to call out Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Kakudash. Till next time, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Ratazam, say Shalom.